Hi everyone, welcome. And today's session is a core bite size. So we're focusing in on core work. And when you think about core work, you tend to think about it being quite exercising. But and yeah, it is deeply strengthening your core and synchronizing that with your breath can really improve. One significant thing that it can improve is your posture. And for many of us in 2025, for many people in 2025, this kind of posture where this hump back and the hump neck is becoming more and more common. And it's basically just because your body adjusts. It's a very adjustable piece of kit, and it adjusts to the lifestyle that you lead. So as I'm always saying, you're never out of shape. You're in exactly the right shape for the lifestyle that you lead. And so your posture, wherever you're hunched over, tells a story about the lifestyle that you lead. Wherever the areas that you put weight on, for example, are also an indication of your diet and the lifestyle that you lead. So your body tells you, your body never lies. That's a good way of putting it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to focus on this, and we're going to strengthen our core, strengthen as well with that our pelvic floor. So this whole area down here, which has lots, and both of these things have very great benefits for men and women. Men sometimes think that they can't strengthen their pelvic floor, but yes, you can, guys, you can. And as you get older, it can sustain a good sex life and encourage a better sex life, because people feel a bit insecure about their sexual area good health and strength. How's that work, Mickey? Well, we're about to see. So let's come to lie down, lying on the mat, and we're going to bring we're going to lie down with our knees in facing up. Okay, and just for this part, I just want you to lift the lower back off and then place it back down again. Arms are nice and wide, so give the shoulders a nice shuffle there, so that you feel like shoulders are nice and nestled down, and that the shoulder blades are running down the back. And this is a great place to kind of iron out hump back, because that area in your thoracic spine around the shoulders can become nice and flat here, so ironing it out. Knees pointing up, and feet just slightly wider than hip width. So not too narrow, slightly wider than hip width. What we're not doing is bringing the heels all the way in towards it, so you're touching the back of the heels, so not all the way in towards buttocks. Bring them a little bit further away, one step away. Palms are facing up, and now we're just going to begin by rolling the pelvis. So rolling the pelvis up, rolling it down. So as I roll the pelvis, the tail turns up, my lower back flattens on the floor. As I roll it in the opposite direction, the tail turns back, my upper back lifts off the floor. And I want to get to a place where that's nice and flat on the floor. The pelvis feels like it's neutral. Now I want you to become aware of the soles of your feet, the space that your soles of the feet occupies. Pressing down in the soles of the feet, let's roll that pelvis, tail points under. It's like the tail's pointing towards the back of the knees, and then rolling it up one vertebra at a time. Nice and easy, and then rolling it back down. So these first couple of rolls, maybe you're not fully on the shoulders. Relax at the bottom. Inhaling. And then exhaling, lifting up. And then back down again. Now we're going to lift it up a little bit higher. Inhaling, rolling up. I'm going to let the shoulders, feel the shoulders on the mat. But what I don't want you to do is turn it into a pelvic thrust, pressing down on the feet, using the back of the thighs and the glute muscles, and then lowering it down. and a nice long exhale. Relax at the bottom. Inhaling, roll up to the top of the shoulders. Exhaling, rolling down. And one thing is, if you've got long hair and your hair's tied up in a ponytail and a bun, either take that bun out so that it's not infringing your head placement on the floor. Roll up, right on the shoulders, and then roll back down. Let's do that twice more. So pressing down on the feet, foot action, using the back of the thighs, engaging the back of the legs, the glute muscles lifting up onto the shoulders, exhaling down. Arms are still wide. We're not using any of the arms at the moment. Inhaling up. Just feeling the back, warming up the muscles. Then we're going to bring the right knee in, right foot off the floor, and the foot is at the same height as the knee. And the knee is stacked directly above the hip, so it's not this. Then you're bringing the left knee up with it. Looking forward, remember, get those shoulders, if you've got the space, shoulders wide. Inhale, exhale, tap the right foot down. We're going to do that 10 times. 2, 3, 4. Be careful that the lower back isn't taking some of the lifting work that you're using here. So take some focus. 8, 9, 10. This time, inhale, exhale, extend the right leg along the mat, but it hovers off the mat. Inhale in, exhale, extend that leg away. Inhaling in. 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale. You'll notice that we're moving slowly, 5, because we want to be very precise about the movement. And we don't want to forget, you saw that I just forgot about my left foot there. 7. And really straighten the leg. So when the leg goes out, it goes out like an arrow and really straightens. If you're finding it hard, it's a little bit easier if the leg isn't so close to the floor. It's harder when it's much closer to the floor. This is the last one. Flex that foot. Let's go to the other side. 1, 2. Now, really using the core muscles so that the lower back doesn't start to lift off the mat and you're starting to use the muscles in the back because we want to strengthen the front. 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, lifting it a little bit higher if it feels too much. 10. Now we're going to take the hands over the knees. We're going to circle the knees. So go out to the side. Exhale in. Inhale away. Exhale, open those knees out. 1, 2. Moving nice and slowly. 3, 4, 5. Opposite way. 1, 2, 3. Moving those hips there. 4, 5. And if it feels good, bringing the knees in and just having a little roll side to side. Yeah? We just want to loosen off the muscles. Strengthening, but also creating flexibility. And then bring the knees back to that central position. And you can guess what's going to happen next. 1, 2, 3. So you don't want to bring all the knees all the way in like this. You're bringing them above the hips. 4, 5. You can keep the feet pointed or you can flex them. 6, The lower they go to the floor, a little bit harder. 8. Again, you don't want to be lifting the back off the floor. 10. Keeping them there. Straightening the right leg. Pointing the foot. This time you're bending the knee all the way in towards the chest. Exhale away. We're going to circle the knees now. Straighten the leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is already getting tough, isn't it? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the knees in, forehead into knee, nice little hug. And let's just take the knees to one side, just to twist, to release tension. Knees go left, knees go right, looking to the left. Let's take 2 breaths there. 1, 2. Come back through center. It's just where you help to release any tension in the back. Looking to the right. 1, 2. Bring the knees back to center. Flex the feet. Take the hands at the back of the thighs. Inhale up. Exhale, roll back. 1. So you sit up in Navasana. Exhale back. 2, 3, 4, 5. You might be able to take this a little step further. Roll up onto the shoulders, tap the feet behind for the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to meet now in Navasana in 5. Walk back a little bit to get back on my mat. So Navasana, straighten the right leg, straighten the left. It's a classic core move. 5, 4. So inhale and exhale. 3, 2, 1. Let's lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Floating there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the ankles. Oh, yeah, thank goodness for that. Roll over the knees and let's come to tabletop. So tabletop, nice and long arms, extending the right leg back. Nice strong right leg, lift the foot off the floor, flex the foot. Bend the knee, open the knee out to the side. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap the elbow. Inhale, exhale. Leg goes straight back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend the left arm forward. Inhale, exhale. Tap the elbow and the knee together. Chin in. 1. Look forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hand down, knee down. Cat and cow. Nice long exhale, chin in. Inhale, nice stretch and extend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Nice stretch and extend. Exhale, tabletop, left leg back. Foot's on the floor. Nice straight leg. Lift the foot off. Bend the knee. Open up the hip. One. So what you don't want to be doing when you're lifting up that hip, that leg, is to be collapsing into the opposite arm. You want to keep that kind of tabletop and just noticing for yourself how high you can lift that or not. 4, 5, let's tap the elbow. 1, the leg goes back like an arrow. 2, 3. What often happens when you get older is that your bum gets a bit flat, yeah, and you lose that nice curve. This will help to get you back to a nice round bum again. 5, keep the leg back out there. Inhale, exhale, tap together. By strengthening the glute muscles, but really at a deeper level. And those, you're not just strengthening those glute muscles so that you've got a nice bum. You're strengthening them, hand down, knee down, cat and cow, to improve your posture, to maintain your mobility as you get older. You want to be able to move freely, not just when you're doing exercises, and then come tuck the toes under, stick the tail up towards the ceiling and bring the heels down. And then we're going to swish the heels to the right and then to the left. So stretching the side of the body, but also relaxing the lower back. And you can maybe take that a bit further by sitting the bum down on the heels. Starting to get a bit hot now. And then stopping in the middle and walking the hands back to the feet, giving that a lovely shake off and slowly rolling up. Nice and slow, roll up to stand. Step the feet wide, nice and wide. Hands on the hips. Let's take a nice extended and long straight back to halfway. Fingers down. If the floor feels like it's far away, you could find some blocks or some books or a cushion even, or widen the legs so that you're closer to the floor. Right hand stays there. Let's look forward first. Keep that lovely straight back. Hand stays there. Rotate the left. Breathe here. 1. Inhale, and on the exhale, you're rotating further. 2, 3, 4, and on 5, you bring that hand down. Inhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on 5, unrotate. Soften the knees, hands back, coming up to stand with a nice straight back. Already feeling pretty good, pretty strong. We're going to step to the front of the mat and just loosen that all off with Surya Namaskar A. Sweeping the arms up, exhale, fold. Inhale, extend, stepping back to the right, stepping back to the left, lowering down through a Chaturanga Vinyasa. All the way back. Inhale, exhale, step forward, right, left, fold, inhale up, exhale, straight back down, inhale, extend, fold, left, back, right, again, that core strength as you lower it down, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, and from that downward facing dog, we're going to bring the knees wide, big toes touch. Sit the tailbone back to the seat, child's pose. 3, 4, and on 5, sitting back on the heels, rolling over to one side, bringing the feet out in front. We're going to finish off with a nice twist. Step the right foot in, open the right knee out to the side, cut the left hand over the right knee and twist. Ooh. Inhale, exhale, rotate. 1, 2. So you're constantly moving. You don't want to get all rigid. 3, 4, 5. Inhale back through center. A nice dynamic switch with the left. Right hand over, so you're twisting around. You want to rotate that rib. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on 5 we're back to center. Extend the legs out in front, give them a nice shape, give the arms a shape. We're going to come down, we're going to give the legs a shake and the arms a shake in bug pose. Last bit of endurance, arms wide, feet together. Lowering down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale fully, exhale fully. Oh. Everyone's favourite Shavasana. And just take a moment here to just check in with the back. Should feel is amazing. It wasn't, well, how long was that? 15 minutes? And we're feeling much, much, much better. Back feels nice and long, nice and strong here. Knees into chest, rolling over to one side. Let's come up to sit. Absolutely fantastic. Well done. Little bit of congratulations to yourself for making the effort to get the screen on, get the mat out and do some practice. Fantastic. And I find, and I'm sure this will resonate with a number of you, that when you get your mat out in the morning and you go for it and you do 15 minutes, it helps to eliminate that energy of procrastination that, you know, can sit around. We're all procrastinate to various degrees, but when you get your mat out, you practice in yoga, and then you get off it, you think, you know what, I'm going to get stuck into that task, whatever that is, whatever it is. Let's get stuck in today, yogis. Thank you for joining me. Hit the subscribe channel and meet me here every single week. Hari Om.